Hello, this is Keith Gibson. I'm going to show you now how I built Tooting Junction, part of the Merton Abbey layout. So here I am filling in this gap at the end, and I've had to make allowances for this bookcase which can't be moved. So the 2x1 battening has gone in, and then an MDF top, which I know a lot of people perhaps don't really like, but it works for me. And I've laid some tracks just to get a feel for the route for the track and points. The first thing I do is dirty the board with some earth looking paint, lay the tracks to the plan, and then use my homemade ballast applicator. So it's a woodland scenic cork ballast, and as you can see it's pretty crude, but works for me. You can buy these already made in plastic, so don't worry too much about that. And then tidying it up using a metal rule just to tidy the edges and give it a bit of a chamfer. And as you can see, I do not use cork underlay. Can't see the point. The ballast is cork anyway, and that does deaden it, although I do like to hear the wheels running over the tracks. So and I put in sound decoder, so I like the noise. I do not want everything dumbed down. So just wetting the ballast with some water, and then the usual 50-50 PVA mix. And fortunately it does dry clear, so no need to worry about that. And that's the markway point, and just testing that out with my loco. You see I've had to raise the point, three-way point up. Now this is ballasting by hand without the applicator, so use this for tricky areas just to get in there, and or if I just can't be bothered filling up the other applicator. Starting to do the platforms now. The upstand, or the edges of the platform, which will be the brick sides, is in ready sized wood, so that's great. Don't have to do much cutting there. That's my gauge to make sure the distances from the track and track centres. Making up the station name boards here. There's about 6 of them, I think. So a little production line going on, and just lining things up, and then gluing the top and bottom of the main board. And this is a 2-part glue which takes 8 seconds to set, so you get one chance at doing it, so got to be pretty accurate there, but it's very good stuff, especially for gluing brass to plastic to glass, and it'll glue anything to anything basically. And at one point I did get it on my fingers, and I had to separate my fingers using a Stanley knife, so not too good about that. So there we go, just lining it up and then holding it down for 8 to 10 seconds while it sets. And there we are. So very quick process that, and allows you to get on and complete the job. And here are some of the completed horizontal sections of the name board, and there they are with the uprights. So just gluing things down, and you can see there's a plywood top for the platforms themselves. There's a canopy that I've made, and there's the markway 3-way point, and there it is with packing underneath to bring it up to the same level as the Pico track. So the platforms are coming on now. The edging is being done, and I use masking tape and then just get some off-white paint. And that's the start of the goods shed or engine shed. Everything's made from scratch to my own design. That's sort of a neo-Georgian station building made in foam board and then with plastic card on top. That's the start of the canopy using laser cut edging, and there the support pillars, and there's the finished job, so quite pleased with that. And this is the Pico station lamps actually being wired up, so very tricky job that. and I think I should have gone for the off-white, as that's a bit bright. This is the girder bridge. It's made out of foam board. It's very light, not very strong, but very easy to make, so that's the trick.